Hi.
Hi, Tanya. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I haven't seen you in a while.
No, it's been a long time.
Yes, it's been a very long time. So what's going on? I mean, I know that they told me that you were interested in coming back to the facility.
Yeah.
And you've had some issues go on, and you relapsed a little bit. Can you tell me a little bit more about that and what happened?
There's been a lot going on lately. My mom died a while ago, so it was very hard for me to deal with. And along with that, the kids missed their grandma, and because she was a big part of their life. So it was very stressful for me. I started going back to drinking, and I'm not really where I want to be, so I need some help. That's why I called out to you guys.
Okay. Well, and we appreciate the call, and that's one of the first steps of trying to get back on the right step of recovery, is realizing that there was something wrong, or you said there's something out of whack here. Beforehand, you probably would have noticed it. Now that you've gone through the program, now you begin to see there's something awry. So what we want to do is get you back on track, so that way you're back on recovery, okay? Now, I was going over some information because, we kept a lot of your documentation here, and it said in the beginning, when you first got here, that you were married with, of course, 2 children. Have any of that changed? Are you still married?
Due to all the stress my mom passing, it's been very stressful on our relationship, so we separated.
Okay.
We're not actually divorced yet, but we're going through the process, and it's really hard on the whole household. The kids, our grades are slipping. There's a lot of things going on. So,
Okay. Now, also, when I was getting your information, I also stated that you, at that time, when you first got here, you were drinking probably 4 to 5 times a week. Has it gotten, is it more or less, or is it still about the same, or has it changed?
It's increased.
It's increased,
Yeah,
okay.
It's about 6 times a week now.
So it is 6 times now?
Yeah, because almost like I need it almost
every day. Yeah, I understand that. Okay, so, and also, now, because you're here today, we will get you into the facility because I've already done an assessment with you. I already got your screening information, everything basically from what they said before. Basically about the same as what you told the lady, told Miss Davis. But what I want to make sure is that in the process, that we're giving you every avenue to get the proper help, okay? So not only do I want you to come here, but I also want you to go to another treatment program called, oh my goodness, I already have it written down. I have it written down here. It is Williamson's Treatment Center. Okay? And Williamson's Treatment Center is basically for people who have strong issues with alcoholism. It's more of an outpatient facility. We're more of an inpatient, but you'll also have that ability to go to the outpatient facility as well. Okay? So it's going to be like kind of both. Basically, we want you to be here and get a lot of the treatment program for the in facility, but then we also think they have some techniques and methods that you can use over there that will keep you on that path of recovery, okay? So that way you're there with your sobriety where you need to be, okay? So, with that being said, I think that I'm going to have to get some information, and actually I have it here with me because I knew you were coming today. And this is the Williamson application. And what I want you to do is go ahead and fill out that application as much as possible, as truthful as possible as well, because I want you to tell them everything that is important to you. And of course, if anything doesn't feel right for you to say, that's fine. I don't want you to feel pressured in this, okay? I'm going to tell you more about the Williamson facility. What it is that they basically focus on alcoholism. It's almost like a 12-step program, okay, where you come in probably about twice, sometimes 3 times out a week, and usually it's in the evening. So you would come here in the morning for a certain period of time, and then you would leave, and you would go there in the evening, okay? Because we thought about it, a person wanted you to come here and be here all of the time, and we know that you have 2 small children and you have no one to take care of them right now. So that's going to be very difficult. So what we want you to do is, when children are in school, we want you to come here. During the weekend time, like maybe a Friday and Saturday, if you can find a babysitter. I don't know exactly if you can or not, but we do have daycare available here for people who do have substance abuse and alcoholism. If they got to go to work, if they have to go to treatment programs, we're here for you.
That would be great.
Okay?
I really could use that.
Okay. So this is what we thought would be best for you. After all of us meeting, we decided that we're going to have you go to the Williamson Center twice a week. It's going to be maybe Saturday and Sunday. Friday and Saturday. They're not on Sunday, but Friday and Saturday. Here, you'll be here Monday to Thursday.
Okay.
But it'll be in the morning.
Okay.
Okay? So that way you kind of get both, but then you get time off from us a little bit, time off from them, and then, of course, I know with you also, we've already discussed maybe having you come here to assist and work in the kitchen area because you say you were having problems with your job.
Yes.
And so we really want to help you out as much as we can, okay? But we need to know that you're really on that road to recovery. Okay. We don't want to put you in a situation where you're not recovered yet and then you relapse and then all of this is for nothing. So we really want it to be something that you're going to really stick to. And with us being here, I'll talk to, the Williamson staff and tell them about the situation. I'll send them some of the documentation, not everything, but things that they desperately need to know about you. And then we'll go from there.
I'm glad you got a chance to talk to Ms. Davis about my job situation because, I didn't know really what to do.
Yeah. And that's fine. Look, we're here to help as much as we possibly can. Okay, and just so happens that this facility just has a lot of means for people who are going through this situation, and we know that's not always easy, but we're going to be there to help you as much as possible.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
It's really hard.
Yeah. Do you need anything else from me?
No. I think you answered all my questions, and I'm just ready to start.
Yeah,
let's get back on track.
Exactly. Let's get you a fresh start. Yeah. And again, and also want to talk to you, and I already have this too, is for housing. And it's just for people in the situation that you're in, and we actually fund that as well. Just a little housing area for women who may not have a place to go with their children, and so we actually help out with that too, through funding and all that. Okay? And that's the application for that too.
Right.
Which means that you working with us, you only have to pay so much for rent. I think it's like 30% of what you make.
Really?
Yeah. Okay? So that's about it then.
Well,
do you have any other questions for me? Because I really want you to get all the answers that you need.
Well, you answered all the questions. I was going to ask you about the daycare.
Okay.
Because that was very
Well, the daycare is from 8 to 6. And we have the parents come in. And then we do have daycare in the evening. It's just regular child care from like 7 to 10. Okay. And that's around the time they do that. It's like from 8 to I think it's 8 to 9:30 or something like that.
Okay.
And I know that you do have transportation. You did tell us that you have transportation. So then I think that will work out for you. Okay?
That's great.
All right.
I don't have any other questions.
Awesome.
It seemed like you answered everything before I even got a chance to say it, which is great.
Yeah.
But I'm so excited and I'm ready to come back.
We can't wait. We can't wait to have you back. And unfortunately, in this circumstances, but if we were happy that you chose us to come back.
I'm happy I chose you guys.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You are so welcome, Tanya. And I'll be seeing you probably next week because you said you got to come in anyway.
Definitely.
And then we'll start you on the kitchen area, working in the kitchen, and then also the daycare.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
All right. Have a good day.
All right. You too.